Yo, little dope people of the tube. So I was just telling my friend about how I didn't know I was colorblind until my early 20s. And so I cheated on the colorblind test in first grade, and I never realized I was colorblind. I don't know if the schools you guys went to, if they tested you for colorblindness, but in LAUSD in first grade, they took you for a colorblind test, you know? So it's actually a funny ass story. I was absent the day before they announced that tomorrow we're gonna have this colorblind test, right? And so I show up the next day, and the teacher's like, all right, they're gonna start calling you one by one to go take the colorblind test. And I don't know what a colorblind test. I'm in first grade, And so I asked my best friend in class. I'm like, bro, what's this test? I don't remember saying we had a test coming up. I'm thinking like it's like a regular test coming up. And he's like, yeah, they announced it yesterday. You were absent. I was like, so what happens if I fail the test? Because I don't know what it is. And he's like, well, it's not good. So, like, imagine a first grader trying to explain to another first grader what a colorblind test is, and if you pass or fail, what it means, So I'm over here panicked out, I don't understand what's going on. I'm thinking I'm gonna fail this test. It's not good. So finally they call me and they take you to a room, and there's a specialist, and they have this book, and on each page is like a circle with a bunch of circles of colors, right? And they ask you, like, what number do you see inside the circle, right? And if you're not colorblind, you're gonna see a certain number, and if you're a certain type of colorblind, you might see another number, right? So the only thing on the page is the circle, and in the top corner is a number, like a code. But the end of the code, so when I go through the first like 8 pages, I notice the number I'm seeing in the circle is the end number in that code. It's letters and numbers, but the last number is what I'm seeing, right? So if it's a 3 in the circle, the end of the code in the corner is 3. So I see you, brother. I'm not gonna run into your big truck. You're gonna win. Trucks always win. So I go through like 8 pages. I'm cool. What number do you see? 3, 3. 4, 4, 5, 5. Right? Like it's becoming like repetition and shit. So when I get to the next page, what number do you see? I'm seeing like an 8. But it's telling me the number is 3, So I go off of repetition. I just keep saying the number in the corner of the fucking code on the page. So even though I'm seeing a different number, I say the code because I'm thinking I don't want to fail this test. I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck this test is. So me just saying the last number of the code, I finished the test, and she's like, great, you're not colorblind. You passed, go to class. And I'm like, whoa, good thing I passed this test, And I go back to class, and my friend says, what happened? I go, I passed. He goes, that's good. I go, yeah, it is good. I passed the test. I can't believe I passed it without fucking studying and even knowing it. What's there to fucking study, right? So fast forward, man, like, I used to mix up the purple and blues, the yellow and green markers, and then there was a red and brown marker, those LAUSD fat ass markers. I used to mix those up all the time, bro. The red and brown, the green and yellow, and the purple and blue. And I remember one time the teacher told us to draw something and paint it blue. Like, she gave us the page, it was like an animal. And I remember her asking, she came to me and she's like, why did you paint it purple? And in my head, I was thinking, I painted it blue. Well, I don't know what she means by purple. So I shrugged my shoulders, and she's like, it's fine, long as you painted it. Because I'm a first grader. Like, what you gonna say? Why do you paint it a different color? You know what I'm saying? So the little things would happen like that all throughout my life, and it never really dawned on me that I'm colorblind. And then, now I'm in my early 20s, bro. I have a girlfriend for a while, and I remember one day, bro, we're going through the closet, and she's like, "Oh, where your brown top?" And I'm like, "I don't have a brown top." And she's like, "No, the cute one that it goes with your outfit. Just wear that one, you know?" I was like, "I don't have a brown outfit." She's like, "No, this one. It's right here." I go, "What do you mean brown? That's green." And she's like, "What do you mean that's green?" I go, "Yeah, that's green." And she goes, "Wait, is that why you're always wearing that one fucking ugly ass colored sweater?" You know, and I forgot the color of it, but maybe it was green or something. And I was like, "What do you mean? I've been, like, it matches and shit." She goes, "It doesn't match at fucking all. It's butt fucking ugly. It's green. Who would wear something with that?" And I was like, "What do you mean? That's brown, like, you know?" And I have this back and forth. She's like, "Hold on a second. What color is this?" And I say, it's like, "No, that's not that color. What color is this?" She's like, "Okay, that one's that." And then she's like, "Wait, so is that why you're always telling me to wear my that one blue dress that I keep telling you I don't have a blue dress?" And you're like, "Yeah, that one blue one that I really like, that's purple." I was like, "That's not purple, that's blue." And so she's like, "Dude, I got a colorblind test here, you know?" And she goes online, finds those circles again. She does the test. I'm colorblind. I'm like 22, 23 in shock. Like, what the fuck? How did I just find out I'm colorblind? My own mother didn't tell me I'm colorblind. How's nobody noticed, bro? How much neglect have I seen that I'm like early 20s? My girlfriend has to tell me I'm colorblind, bro. My entire fucking life, no one's told me, like, "Bro, what's up with your color spectrum? There's something off with it," you know? So that's the story of my colorblind shit, you know. And turns out I'm fucking colorblind. And there's variations in color blindness, but I don't know what kind I have. All I know is I don't see all the shades people see. Like, if you see 10 colors, I see 8, you know, and the 2 I don't see, they overlap. Think of it that way, like the ends of the spectrum, they just overlap each other. That's kind of the best way I can explain it. But yeah, that's the story of how I found out I was colorblind, like at 22, 23 years old. But solo, YOLO, bolo, you guys have a nice day, deuces.